Hello everyone! Welcome to the first episode for Legends of Eisenwald. This game plays a little bit like the old Disciple games, King's Bounty, Heroes of Might and Magic. Those types of games is what you can expect out of Legends of Eisenwald. Now, I have completed the prologue, which is the very beginning of the campaign, but let me show you what you can expect when you start a new one. So you can go with the campaign, which is what I'm going to be playing with. There are a couple scenarios here, and there is mod support, so I imagine people will create their own scenarios and upload them to the Steam Workshop, and you can enjoy those. So after you select your difficulty, you will hit Start Game, and then you get to choose your character, which is going to basically your class for your hero. Knight, Baroness, which is a archer, Knight is a front melee fighter, and then Mystic is your back row caster guy. Now it says recommended for advanced players, so for the campaign, I'm going to be playing as a Knight. Now, unfortunately, besides changing your coat of arms, I don't think you can actually change how these people look like. You can't change their sex, so you're kind of stuck with what you got, unfortunately. But it's still cool. So let's just do return, because I'm going to jump into a game already in progress. Here we go. So just to go over the story that happens in the prologue, just so you're caught up to where I am right here. In the prologue, you meet an old friend who is a lord. He has troubles with another local lord, which has hired bandits to get in the way of his dealings. And you assist your friend in deposing the local lord, killing him, actually. And then you get a message from a band of mercenaries that you have to slay because they're trying to kill you. And the message is from your father. And he says that your homeland is... how they put it, storm clouds are gathering over your homeland, and your main character deduced from the fact that this was an open letter on a band of mercenaries trying to kill you, that somebody doesn't want you to know about your homelands being in trouble. And so then you leave the Baron, or the Lord's, your friend, you leave his lands, and then here we are. This is the next screen that you see after the tutorial. That's the prologue, so that's why I didn't show it, because it just teaches you how to play the game. So to start, let's go over some of the basic mechanics so you're not lost when we play this game. If you move around the minimap, time will progress. Uh-oh. Okay, I think an event's about to happen. You can also pause time, you can fast forward time through this dial right here. This is going to tell you a lot of good information here. This is how much money you have. Over here would be how much money you are spending to pay your mercenaries in your group. This is how many castles you currently have. This is how many people are currently in your party and how many can be in your party. The more castles you own, the more recruits you can have. Recruits are different than mercenaries. Mercenaries you pay, recruits are pulled from how many castles you have, I believe. And then over here is going to be followers. So followers do not rely on how many castles you have, nor do they take any money. So right now we have one person in our group and they are a follower. Over here we have our inventory screen, which is going to be where you can see our character. There I am, tokshen. Hello, I'm a level 2 knight. How are you doing? We're going to have our stats over here. This is our health. This is how much damage we do with our current weapon selected. This is our initiative in battles. Our melee defense, which is how much damage is negated in melee, how much damage is negated in ranged damage, and then willpower. Willpower revolves around magic. Actually tells you right here. It determines how much the cost of enemy spells is increased when targeting your character, and how much a friendly spell is decreased. Also, some spells affecting characters with high willpower will have a better chance, like healing would do more. Fuck. Alright, so then we have our inventory screen where you can move your party around, so when the combat starts, which I'm sure we'll see some, they will start in whatever position you gave them. These symbols indicate that you want ranged people to be in this row, you want melee to be in the front, and then your spellcasters, priests, and healers in the back row. What else we got here? Inventory down here, you can organize it by different types. I don't really have anything on me right now, so I can't really show that off. For your main character, when they upgrade in levels, you can see I'm level 2, almost on my way to level 3, you gotta go to this upgrade tree. You start with the base 3 skills here, and then you upgrade accordingly however you want to upgrade. I chose Commander. So units adjacent to this hero will receive additional willpower and +2 initiative. Well, what are those things? Well, let's go over the skills. We have health, we have damage with your weapon selected, initiative in combat, melee defense, range defense, which is how much damage you negate, and then your willpower. Willpower will... let's just read how it's said here. Determines how much the cost of enemy spells is increased when targeting a character, and by how much the cost of friendly spells is decreased. From what I can also tell, a higher willpower will mesh well with your clerics because they tend to buff your skills by adding your willpower to their buff. So having a high willpower on characters is a good thing. Then down here we have the different traits that this character can do. So this is telling us that this character can wield a sword, a crowbill, wears only heavy armor, has a shield, or can equip a shield, can equip an axe, can equip a mace, and can equip a large shield. In combat, this is one of his things that he can do, defensive stance, and then he is a noble. So characters with a mob bonus and hexes neighboring a noble receive a 10% bonus in melee. So this is like he's like a commander. That's kind of what he is. This is our pal, Bert Holt. He was in with us in the prologue. There he is. He looks kind of cool. These are his stats. Anything else on the screen? Probably go more into it when we actually have inventory to equip on people and more people in our group. So that is the inventory screen. Then we have the map and journal. Blue is going to be places that you own. Red is enemy. Gray is neutral. And... no, I'm sorry. Green. Green is the places you own. Blue is ally. Red is evil. Gray is neutral. Sorry, I got that wrong. Over here, you will see where our quests, if we had quests, notes, and so have you. And then we have the main menu, which, I mean, who cares about that? So, let's get on with this game. Ah, Tokshen von Launstein. Yes, that is me. Thank God, we have no word of your arrival. We had no word of your arrival. We did not think to see you alive. Didn't hope to see me alive. What do you mean? Tell me quickly what has happened here. Of course, Sir Launstein, but I'm afraid you won't like it. It began soon after St. Jacob's Day, a fortnight ago. From that very day, anyone who has dared to enter your fortress hasn't returned, and nothing has been heard from those inside. None of your family members have been seen either. Many still held out for your eventual return, but even some of your most faithful vassals decided that there was no authority over them, and the law started breaking down. Really? That sucks. Lords remembered old conflicts and grudges that were never settled. We've seen battle after battle scourge the land. More than 10 battles have been waged, and, though it pains me to say so, your vassals have suffered greatly. Moreover, there are strange folk of evil countenance about. They are said to be ducal servants or Bavarian mercenary rebels hired by the Landgrave of West Rothwald. That means almost nothing to me. I should say that this game is based on like an ancient, or not ancient, but medieval Germany. So there you go, that's like the setting, but a fantasy version. Ill deeds await those upon the roads for peasants and merchants alike. Grim news indeed, but I swear I will avert this chaos from my lands. I will live up to the Launstein name. What else can you tell me? It would be wise, Sir Launstein, to ask... Don't call me Tokshen from now on, just call me Sir Launstein. I like that name much more. I should rename my channel. To ask at the outpost that stands before your castle gates. I do believe someone is waiting for you there. Now I must depart, for these storm clouds are not for my old shoulders to bear. God be with you. Bertold, our friend. Damn it, and damn it a third time. I knew we shouldn't have left Launstein. Tokshen, if only we had been here when it had begun. Curses. I must hurry on to my own estates, for with such ill winds on the horizon, who knows what devilry has been happening. I will await you on the east bank. Take my advice, gather an army at once. You are going to have a tough time without a strong squad of faithful warriors guarding your lands. Once you have an army, you should check to see if nearby villages are submitting to your lordship. You can get something from them, perhaps not a lot, but still useful. Meanwhile, I will try to figure out what has happened here while we were away. I will wait for you on the east bank. You said that already, so I guess my friend leaves me. It's just me, good old Tokshen von Launstein. Oh, he left his horse, cool. I haven't been able to see this yet, but apparently horse combat is super strong. That's how they said it was super strong. Alright, so they want me to gather an army, they want me to, well, let's see what they want me to do. My quests, way home. Something unusual is happening with your ancestral castle. There is no news, nobody's been seen. You need to learn what happened to get into the castle. Visit the outpost. The outpost. Let's mark this. There we go. So that's where we need to go. The mountain gate for that quest. Your vassals from the West Bank are at war. You have to find a way to stop it. To begin restoring peace, you need to find each of them and convince them to cease hostilities. Okay. But we need to gather an army. And it looks like we have a couple evil people around. Alright, so we have 600 gold. Let's go to a local inn. Inns are where you can find out about rumors and hire mercenaries. Let's listen to some gossip. You can listen to what people say here while you sip a beer and enjoy a hearty meal. Well, I don't have a beer, my friends, but I do have some water. Ah, tasty water. Your choices. Feline mirror. Let's check that out. Have you heard, Matilda, that Frau Cecilia has somehow got a genuine Venetian mirror? It is said that those mirrors are the best in the world. You women know better. They are not the best at all. There is a mirror in the world which reflects even things unseen by the human eye. It is known as the feline mirror. Alchemist Faust of Nittlingen trained a demon to steal the secret of the Venetian mirrors. He wanted to create one which could show the whole world pacific. Basically, you listen to rumors, and sometimes it adds quests, from what I've seen so far. Feel free to read the rest of this. I don't want to. Mirrors, mirrors. I love mirrors. Let's listen to Barbara Reich. Have you heard of Gunther Reich? He sleeps with his own sister. He's a Lannister. You women always make up tales. It's the absolute truth. I was told by their cook. Alright. Alright. She notices you and coughs slightly. But I cannot say anything bad of the Launsteins. Oh, she was talking shit. But then she's like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's Tokshen von Launstein over there. They were always respected by the servants. I haven't even heard anything. Okay, yeah. Now let's just leave. Conversations in the tavern. Okay. Hunter. Recently, Herman from Kraghausen went on a hunt and lost 2 greyhounds pursuing a bear. He never caught it in the end. They say the beast is at least 10 feet tall. So there's probably going to be a quest about hunting a bear. Alright. Alright. The innkeeper glances around and lowers the voice. Well, if you really want to know. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Between Rhine and Olda, you would be hard-pressed to find a man as fearsome as Zimta, the Iron Millstone, the Duke's executioner, with only one arm, apparently. A giant 10 feet tall with a soul as black as night, his left arm extends no further than his shoulder, but this loss only makes him an even more frightening sight. This is what the people say about him. 30 years ago, Zimitar wanted to marry a girl named Gennifer, and they had many, many children. The end. Oh my god. I'm not gonna read all this out. No. Feel free to read that. Pause the game. The movie. Whatever this is. So the poor woman had to marry the executioner. Alright. Anyway, let's hire mercenaries. How about that? We have 1 mercenary in here. There are his stats. He has very low defense compared to me. He can equip an axe, a spear, light armor. The physical defense of a character is increased by 5 points for battles and buildings such as castles, villages, towers, and ruins. Oh, that's kind of cool. When a garrison in a castle, he increases the siege defense. I haven't seen that before. And shield. So this is a light armored warrior. And a mercenary. You can tell by this icon right here that he's a mercenary. Okay, I think we should hire them. There we go. And they only had 1 of them. Unfortunately, from what I can't tell if you can. If there is, let me know. But I don't think you can rename your people. Like, there's August the Dodger. It feels like you should be able to, though, right? Like, this is one of those games that, like, duh, of course you can. But if you can, let me know how you can do it. Anyway, so what's really cool about this game is that you get to equip everybody in your squad. Not just your main hero, but everybody. So right now, this guy starts with a basic spear, light armor. He has a wooden shield, but I think that's only if he had a one-handed item or a weapon. So you can give him like an axe, I guess. Cool. This is a very non-defensive warrior. What's kind of cool with spears is I like that every single weapon type has a trait. So spears, if someone enters a square next to you, you get to attack them first before they can attack you. That's like the spear thing. It's kind of cool. Anyway, there's a new person. Boats. Apparently, we can hire this guy, who's not a mercenary. A pitchfork strike. A unit armed with a pitchfork attacks any enemy unit that moves into a hex beside him. Oh, so it's like a spear. The power of the strike is 50% of the unit's base attack. The spear version is 100%. Okay. Well... Oh, but he's a mob. So, when there are 3 or more characters with a mob bonus, they all gain a boost to their attack by 1 for each character present. That's kind of cool. Alright, you're very cheap. Let's actually put you in the back. I want to show how combat works, because it's pretty cool. Alright, so that's all we can do there. We're about to be hit by peasants. Is there anything else around? No, I think we're just gonna have to deal with this. Alright, so you can right-click to see what their units are. So they have 3 peasants, I guess. Shouldn't be too hard. Prepare for battle. Okay. So, in this game, there are no movement points, but your characters are forced, or your melee characters, are forced to attack the closest target. So, like these 2 guys, right now they wouldn't be able to reach my peasant in the back. They'd have to go through whoever they're closest to. Also, you're forced to take an action in every single round. You cannot wait. You can wait until the end of the turn, but then you'll be forced to do something. Either retreat to a safe hex or go and attack. So I really like that there's no movement points. So if my warrior was here and they had an archer way back here and there's no one else, I could move across the field and attack them. That's really cool. We have the initiative over here. Kind of self-explanatory. Battle log if you want to see a battle log. And fast battle if you want a fast battle. But anyway, we got a spear guy. We could do 29 damage to this dude. Yeah, let's do that. You can move the camera around if you want. So he has a pitchfork, so he was able to strike first. Let's see. Our guy has to attack him because he's the closest. So I guess we're going to do that. Get him, peasant! Yeah! Look at that. Ooh, not good. Alright, so our guy is forced to attack him because he's in the adjacent square. And with a... With a mace-type weapon, you see that light stunned? The light stun decreases the unit's attack and defensive abilities for a turn? I think I'll have to look at that again, but I think that's what that does. Boom! Goodbye, peasant. So now we get to a choice to attack either or. He is almost, well, not dead, but almost knocked out of this fight. I think this is a good time to talk about what this little icon is. So this little blood icon shows that this guy is wounded. If a person has 3 wounds and then they are knocked out, they're dead permanently. So if our guy dies now, he'll just be knocked out of the fight, but be okay until he receives 3 wounds. And you want to heal those wounds up at a church or a castle are the only things I've seen that can do that. But I think what I want to do is show you that you can retreat to a safe hex. So I'm going to do that instead with this guy. And so he retreats there, and that's I think that's not a safe hex, actually, because this guy can move up and then attack either or. Oh, well. These items are potions to have equipped on our main character. He can take a defensive stance, which is a thing that his class can do, which increases his defense. He can also retreat to a safe hex or wait until the end of the turn. I'm just going to bash this dude in the face. Get bashed. Oh, cool. And the remaining enemy surrenders. Awesome. That's our experience that we got. We got no trophies, but we did get 7 gold from those peasants. So I think... Are we still injured? Yeah, we are still injured. So we'd have to go to a church to heal up. Or I can heal that peasant through, like, potions. I don't really want to heal the peasant through potions, though. Who are you? Adolf, hail to thee, tokshen. We live in hard times, but I do not give in to despair. We, the Grauchild, spit upon cowardice and despondency. Okay. Let's go to Adolf's estate. What can we do here? Eric Grauchild granted this estate to his oldest son for his first victory in the nice tournament. Alright, so that's just backstory. There's nothing that we can really do here. Unfortunate. You know, I don't know if we heal over time. It's not really looking like we do. But these are friendlies. Okay. The conflict in my domain needs to stop. I am in need, and I must be able to count on the help of my vassals. I would be happy to help you, but I'm too busy. Eternal war has erupted, tokshen. If you want your vassals to return under your banner, you must prove your valor and overcome the more stubborn of them. When at least 2 of my neighbors have been defeated, the rest of us will join you. Okay. Let's ask him about our neighbors. Alas, laziness and greed have played a bad joke with your vassals. Gunther Reich from Frosk has been bogged down in lechery. Only a deaf cook hasn't heard about his affairs. Bruno from Grossenhof has indulged in another vice, drinking. and hasn't returned from his sea of wine for ages. And Humboldt Landguard from Mulzenschutz turned from a knight to a moneylender, and then to a daylight thief, and thinks day and night about how to expand his wealth at the expense of Quellberg merchants, or, with enough luck, one of his own neighbors. Okay, how about your family? The Grauschilds are the best warriors and most reliable friends of your father's vassals, tokshen. According to the legend, the name Grey Shield was obtained by my ancestor by fighting against pagan tribes ages ago. He defended the land alone for a whole day, even though all of his warriors had already been killed. That's a lie. When help came at last, the Christian knight couldn't see what family he belonged to. The covering of the shield was completely smashed off by the enemy's countless strokes. Since then, he was called Grey Shield. I'm a warrior's descendant. That's why I will never go down to trade as Landguard does, or fiddle about like Rosenhoff. I am accused of provoking the strife on the East Bank. It is just a half-truth. But even if someone believes it, I am ready to be responsible for my deeds, and feel no shame. I'm not going to declare war. Okay. So we have to make peace between all these people, but he wants us to defeat 2 of our other vassals, I guess. Let's go to this mine. Nothing to do in the mine. Alright. Let's move on to Frog Village. You know, the fabled Frog Village of Froggenton. Hello, village. Another peasant? Great! Actually, with that mob, that could be alright. Oh, you know what? I did not make use of our leader's trait thing. His, what is that called? Leadership? Commander? Commander. Units adjacent to the hero receive willpower and 2 initiative. Yeah. That's what I did not make use of. I want to show off the upgrading of a soldier. I guess can I show that without actually upgrading? Well, so it looks like peasants don't upgrade at all. Whereas this mercenary, when they get level 2, you should be able to choose either from... actually, no, this is what he is. Okay, so he'd only have to go up this path. So I kind of like that. That's like Disciples. Disciples 2 at least. Maybe Disciples 3. Where your people would upgrade and then you get to actually upgrade their class to other classes. So look what they can look like after a few levels. That's so cool. But it kind of sucks that this peasant doesn't have any of that. So yeah, so our character doesn't really change class, he just gets different traits, whereas anybody else has their own little upgrade tree, so you choose what class you want them to be, and I think that's really sweet. I like choices, so that really excites me. What are we doing? Escaped peasants. Do we kill them? We kill them. Prepare for oh, they have a cleric. A peasant woman who can heal people. Meditation will give her more mana? Is that what it's called? Spiritual power. So they have a healer and then 3 peasants. Okay. No problem. Let's focus on this guy. So he gets to stab me first because of his pitchfork. Oh, this guy's the closest to him. I want to wait until the end of the turn. No! Uh-oh. Yeah! Get pitchforks. Ooh. And he retreated. Okay. Well, I have to go attack that guy. And I have to move it to this square. So, there we go. I do it. And now, I wonder if this is enough to kill him. I hope it is. So I can't go back there and kill the healer, because this guy is in the way. Yeah! No! Alright, so this guy has a choice. Let's focus him down, because then our main guy can hit him as well and hopefully kill him. Oh! Yeah. Oh, no. Now, not dead. They just have a wound. They'll be alright. So I think after we kill this guy, she's probably going to retreat. Something else I forgot to mention. So you can also get a wound if half of your health is taken out in one blow. Like that. So that's why Niall has 2 wounds. So I think, yeah, she retreats. Okay. They're still alive. Don't worry. The peasants are fine. They just, a little hurt. Alright, so Eric Rothschild has promised he will take an oath of loyalty if you establish order on the West Bank and defeat at least 2 of his neighbors and capture their castles. That's so brutal, though. I imagine we want to hear the tale of his neighbors, though, and see who we want to side with. Decisions, huh? Also, I need to find a church. Let me look at this minimap. Because I need to heal. Tower. Ruins. Aha! St. Norbert's Church. Also, we probably want to go through these... Oh, there's a monastery right there. We probably want to go there, too. Let's slow down time a little bit. So this shows that this is an allied church of mine. Tokshen von Launstein, is that really you? The Lord has hearkened to our prayers. Are you here to protect us? Protect? From whom? From those evil people. Nothing is known about them except they are evil. But it is known for sure they are evil, and I tell you, it has been proven many times. Yeah? The gang is making for the monastery right now, and obviously not to take monastic vows. We won't hold out without your help, Tokshen. Stefan! Theodoric! Come here quick and stand for the monastery, together with Tokshen von Launstein. What? Alright, so this is where we can heal people. So I'm going to heal all. There we go. Now they're all fine. And now we have these guys. They placed them in the front, so I guess they're melee focused. Alright. Sure. Trade. So items that are in red, the current character cannot use. So I guess none of us can use any of these. Also, I don't think these guys belong to me quite yet. What do we got here? A simple cross that will give us +1 willpower. Currently, I have my amulets taken by other things. Health potion. Let's buy a health potion. Body strengthening potion. No. I think just the health potion would be fine. I want to give it to this guy. There we go. He's the only guy I really care about right now. And then we want to leave and then go into a fight, I'm guessing? Let's press play. Is there a band of mercenary gang? Yep. Here they come. Let's just pause. That's not bad. They have an archer, but only 2 frontline warriors. Bring it! Oh, yeah. So what do? You just have a mace? Alright. Now the archer isn't forced to attack the nearest enemy. I believe he can attack anybody. Ooh. Yeah. Get that guy. So now he's gonna have to spend his action to retreat to a safe X, I think. I don't think he can shoot in melee. Alright, so unfortunately he has to go this way. I wanted him to go up, but this is the closest guy. Fare thee well. Ooh. You... Actually, no, you just stay there. 24 damage is a lot. Okay. I guess you have to go and kill him. Farewell, Archer. 5 whole damage. Oh my gosh. We have no space to get to him, so wait till the end of the turn. There we go. Hey, we got some trophies. We can sell those for gold, basically. Thank God you have overcome them. Take some ointment to heal your people's wounds, and some monastery wine. It heals the spirit no worse than a prayer. If you ever need my help, you may come anytime. We monks are no great warriors, but we are skilled at healing. Okay, can I now hire a monk? The undead of the graveyard. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So we can hire a frontline fighter who is immune to fear. The will of most soldiers and nobles in the armies with such a character is increased by 2, but the will of characters with the impious characteristic is lowered by 2. So just having this guy in our party will increase our will by 2, and this guy has that as well. I don't know if this preacher thing stacks, though. But they are fearless, they can wear light armor, they can only wield maces, and this character adds his willpower to his attack and defense. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's hire him. And he's also not a mercenary, so that means he does not take a daily monetary value. He's going to be considered a recruit, which is right here. Yep, see 4 of 6. But this is an actual healer with a, or, well, not a healer, but a cleric. Alright, so Shield of Faith. Increases a friendly unit's willpower by 12, and adds his total willpower to his melee defense. So, like, willpower is a huge thing for buffing characters. Can only wear garments, and is a preacher. He'll be in our back row. Awesome. I like this. And we have our 2 light warrior peasants in the back. Cool. Very cool. We got some wine. Excellent. Alright. It is a hard time for all. Even the dead cannot lay still in their graves. Dreadful things are happening in the monastery graveyard that lies beside the cloister. I haven't seen anything, of course, but some brothers tell me what they have seen, and I believe them. When it becomes dark, Abbot Stefan seems to leave his tomb and wake the others from their slumber. No matter how much we have prayed for his soul, nothing helps. His sins must be truly unforgivable. Please try to stop this sorcery. Alright, I'll try. No one to heal. We could trade the trophy for 29 gold. We'll do that. I think that's going to be the end of this first episode. So I hope you enjoyed, everyone. I will see you all next time. Take care.